Omusati Region, where the voting process started off well this morning, and we are about to wrap up indeed. As we can see behind me here, the polling stations, people are still working here one by one to cast their vote to make sure that their voices are heard. I'm joined by the ECN Chief Electoral and Referenda Officer, Peter Sharma, just to give us an overall of the voting process. Mr. Sharma, how has the voting process been throughout in the morning? We have seen short queues at most of the polling stations, and even during the evening, around maybe 6 o'clock, still at some of the polling stations where we went, there weren't long queues at all. How would you maybe wrap up the voting process thus far?
No, thank you very much, and good evening to the Namibians, and particularly the residents and the voters in Outapi Constituency. Let me summarize to say the voting process started off well. At opening, all the polling stations opened on time, and then there were no issues, challenges picked up in the morning. The verification process went smoothly. It took about 2 to 4 minutes in average for a voter to complete the process from verification to casting a vote. So the queues, yes, in the morning there were some polling stations. At some polling stations we have queues, at some none. But of course you can also realize that the process, the verification was very fast. It can also be attributed to that the faster it is, the more the better we will not have queues. Coming to the environment, we can say that the environment under which this by-election was conducted has been peaceful throughout the day. We have not come across any incident of violence or harassment. It has been peaceful and calm, and I must really commend the people of Omusati, and in particular the residents in Outapi Constituency, in the manner they have conducted this process. It is really commendable.
Indeed, counting will kick in immediately when the polls close at 9 o'clock. Are we likely to expect the results maybe tonight, or is it tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe let me explain first. What should happen is that at the close of the poll will close at 21 hours, 9 o'clock in the evening. If there are voters in the queue, the presiding officers are required to make sure that those voters are assisted. If there are no voters, they will close the poll, do all the necessary administrative processes or procedures to close the poll, and then counting. After counting, announcement, and at polling station, after the result has been verified and signed off by the party agents, and then once this is done at polling station level, all presiding officers will be required to transmit the results to the collation center, where the returning officer will now start with the verification and the collation of the results from all the polling stations. Then, only then, once that collation is concluded, we are talking about the official results. And by law, it's only the returning officer who is empowered to announce the official results for a by-election.
Okay, voters have indeed made their voices heard. They have exercised their democratic rights. We only look forward for the announcement of the results to see who emerged victorious in this voting process. From us here, Tonateni Haimbodi and Simon Nyman, it's back to you in studio.